Okay. Okie dokie. Welcome, 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 my friends. Friends and family. Friends and family. Welcome. Always have to test the YouTube chat because Twitch chat I cannot test easily. But YouTube chat, now that's something that you need to test immediately. Immediately. Can you play Lake one time? No, it's impossible, sorry. I flatly refuse to do that. Flat out. Refusion. Boom. Shut down. No offense, it's just, you know. Oh, no offense. In your defense, you saw the thumbnail and that's what made you think of it, right? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know what? Let's do it on the fly. We need to get rid of that Balake. Bilake. Let's do sphere. Let's add a sphere. Let's see if it has any sort of subdivision changes that we can do. Let's change the material to red. Just a very classic situation here. Let's hide other things. And let's also hide this for just a moment. Just, you know, make it in the middle. Just so it's just, you know, nothing special. Can you play Puerto Rican Yorick build? I have to say I have little or no idea what that means. Little or no idea what that means. But okay. But you can easily tell me stuff. I've been subliminalated. No, man. It's all good. It's all good. Wow, mysteries. Where are you coming from? Where's your chat? Are you from YouTube or what? Because I don't see your message in the YouTube app, but I do see the message in... The F is going on? Are you from YouTube? Something I've never seen. Mysteries. Because I see only blunted sage. I only see that one person in YouTube chat. What's going on there? Wow, this is a first. It works on stream, but it doesn't work for me on in the browser. Well, it's all good. You know, it's important that I see it in the... Okay, it's only you who's missing. Well, you know, have you looked in the mirror? Maybe you don't exist. Yeah, that's weird. That's just weird. Maybe it's mobile, yeah. What if it's a new bug where mobile things don't show up? Okay, in any case, what did I want to do? Oh, I had to change the thumbnail real quick on YouTube so the Balake doesn't show up. There's no B in front of his name, but he sounds like he would be pronounced as Balake if he, you know, was pronounced by Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele is a visual genius. I'm not sure what exactly type of a genius he is, but his movie Get Out was visually so good that it's almost worth watching it just for that. But the story is very cool too. I like it. I have a friend who just couldn't get over the fact that it was like an anti-white movie, which, well, you know, come on. It kind of is, but who cares? It's art. In this particular case, no problems, you know, but he just couldn't get over it. He was big mad all the time. So. I'm on my phone, could be using a VPN. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Well, your message is not showing up in... Can Brax confirm if you can see his message in the official browser stream chat? Because his is the only message that is just not appearing. Well, let's just leave it as a mystery. Twitch gift subs for 35% off until July the 3rd, 35% off. I don't know how that works. I don't get it. How can you gift something with 35% off while the receiver receives the full box? That's actually an insanely good deal for streamers, by the way. If you ever want to gift subs, that's the time you should wait, probably. It's probably on summers usually. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? You need all chat on because I couldn't see it till filter change. What do you mean filter change? Oh yes, the hat, by the way. Do you like the hat? I think it looks worse with the hat. I did steal it from Locke. Reminds me of Twisted Fate, yeah. Not showing in YouTube chat participants either. Maybe it's VPN, yeah? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Congratulations, America, I guess, because I only just discovered that it's 250 years of freedom. Yes, even in Latvia we had banners. We actually have 50% off on Ben and Jerry's ice cream, which, you know, of course I'm gonna buy. You know, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Is it like the 7076? It's from the... Not exactly sure what that date is, but it's like the birthday of United States, I guess. So yeah, congratulations for being a force for good in the universe. What build for critical Yorick is good? Well, I've been experimenting with the Essence Reaver, but it's really, really hard to tell the difference between when you go crit and when you go lethality. You know, this one versus this one, for example, it's really hard to tell the difference. I think this is kind of clearly better, but the longer the game goes, it's better if you get these, you know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. But long story short, these items, you know, just close your eyes and buy one of them and you're going to be fine. If you close your eyes and just buy them. This is really good for farming, Essence Reaver. It really is. It's really good for farming. It is better for farming than you might think, you know. So. But then again, they have made the items such that you really have to choose. The thing about lethality items is that they are cheaper. They are a little bit cheaper, you know. The Garen always outscale. Garen outscales? Or what happens there? The heat is finally over in Latvia, by the way. So you might not hear this sound anymore too much. If you hear it even, I don't know. By the way, Locke, I've played against him like 1 or 2 times. He was completely inconsequential. They have made the big mistake of making him underpowered, I think. That is what I think. Mysteries. It really is a mystery why you're not showing up in the browser chat. Yeah. Participants. Oh, you can actually see participants. It shows only 2 participants for me, so it's not even, you know. Hello, my friend. Daimajin. Can I say Daimajin for you? On your name? How is it pronounced? 99. Are you 27? Daima. Daima. Daima or Daima? Daima is cool. Daima. Daima. Okay. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is that green icon to the left of your name? Is that an achievement on Twitch or something? Duolingo. Huh. So Twitch has some partnership with Duolingo. Nice. We might need that Annie clip. We might need that Annie clip, boys. Okay, let's jump into this. Let's jump into this match. Prom Queen Annie. I don't understand why is her image blurry. You familiar with Kesha's freakiness? I know that he screams, and he does the clipping whenever he like speaks. It's always clipping, a little bit similar to Dante, which is an interesting thing to have. And if it's low, if it's low volume, it's kind of okay, you know. I wouldn't have expected it to work as a strategy of audio on YouTube, you know. But yes, I do know it. I know Annie isn't really a huge threat to Yorick, but I'm still gonna buy boots because it's mid. Whoops. Okay. Almost did it. You know, I did this because I thought that that's the safest place to be, by the way. Safest. The safest. Turns out it's the least safe. I'm by the way, lucky that they only two of them showed up there. Smacked her. Can you explain to a noob why Hail of Blades instead of Comet into Annie? Well, because, you know, there's going to be a little bit of that skip-it-papa-to-papa-to-skip. You know, and even if I lose, I had the chance of doing that skip-it-papa-to-skip. And, you know, you gotta risk. There's no win without risk. So the thing is, you just need to have... Okay. Oh, there she is. There she goes. It's all good. The thing is, you just need to have... How much? It's 700. That's not nothing. It's going to be pretty hard to survive this because I lost everything in that early. So okay, more serious answer. If you can use your exhaust correctly, you will do a lot of Hail of Blades on the mid laner, and whoops. And that's going to be a good thing. It's going to be easier to play when you do that. Oh, Master Yi's coming, right? Yeah. Okay. But obviously now it's really hard. Now it's really hard. Okay. Ooh, very careful here. Because she could, you know, she doesn't have flash, but Master Yi, he probably is quivering in the bushes, and when they do quiver in them bushes, it's a real thing that you have to avoid. I do have enough mana to escape his shenanigans, I think, but I don't know. We'll see. I have boots. Okay. There he is. I like doing this because it's kind of like imagine a scarecrow in a field, right? You do this, and she cannot come here to farm because you're doing this. It's like I highly suggest you do that when it's frozen. Well, this is effing up. Whoops. Okay, this is unlucky. I do have Ignite again, so she better be careful of that E. In a few seconds, I will, you know, it's going to be some rabble-rousing happening. Okay, I'll just go back real quick. Hey, old man, how you doing? I'm doing very well. Whoops. There we go. I am doing extremely well. I'm not loving the heat, but since it's over, I almost started missing it, you know? Yeah, I don't care about this. I can't stay there. I cannot stay there. Because that Master Yi is definitely hovering around somewhere. Fast Life just has better marketing because dumber shit happens on the record. That's a little bit deeper than I initially realized when I started reading your comment. It's a tiny bit deeper. What? Gotta be really careful. I'm lucky she doesn't have flash for a while now, because she only has to hit that stun and then suddenly I'm out of luck. I'm gonna lose the cannon, but it's all good. I can't risk it now. There we go. Now I can start risking it. Oh, and he isn't even here. Well, it's all good then. Okay. Man, if you don't think this is rabble rousing her ass, I don't know what you think. You know, you asked me about the Hail of Blades, right? Well, here you go. Here you go. Whoops. Okay. That's pretty lucky. Flash? Does she have it? What? Denies level 6. Yeah, actually, it was kind of lucky that that happened. Dildicious. Dildicious. It's like, is her name like saying that something is delicious with dill added to it, or what? Rabble roused her ass again. Oh no, he's angry. He's angry. I gotta say, mid lane is definitely faster than any other lane. She got 6 there as she ran at you. Interesting. Attention to detail, my friend. And kind of good gameplay on her part, right? Okay, she's doing a little bit of that lightning nibbling. Can I take this? Thank you. 53. Okay. The game plan actually... Whoops. Who is there? There he is. Okay. I don't know what he wants here. Whoops. Shouldn't have died, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. Just taking one for the team. They're going to nerf Yorick if you keep this up. They're not gonna nerf Yorick. What's funny about the Hail of Blades, and if you want to hear some old man talking about theory of Yorick, okay? By the way, did you know that if you pick this up, it sells for 30? Jesus. I don't think anyone has ever used that type of UI here in this, here. Look at this, sell for 30. Who does this? Imagine it works, but I'm far away, right? It's a hack. If you want to hear old man talking about why Yorick is specifically good in theory on Hail of Blades, it's not because he's like something is really strong with his Q or something. That's not true. But what is true is that, oh, she's fighting 3 or 4 people there. What is true though, man, yeah, there's a lot of guys in the bush there. Yes. Whoa. No, don't flash. There we go. Man, he really wanted it. It's not like he has anything special. He has Q. If he didn't have Q, that would be a real problem. He wouldn't be able to use Hail of Blades. But the real reason I take it, and here's like the big knowledge that you might agree or disagree with, it's because later in game, he needs to release Maiden while still being able to rabble rouse somebody's ass, okay? And you can't do that when you don't have something like Hail of Blades in the bushes. I think if I Q Ignite, she dies, but you know, there's a huge potential of that good old Diddums coming out, you know? So that's the long story short answer why I think okay, what you doing? There's the ghoul fountain. Oh, it wasn't even a ghoul fountain there. 3 seconds and he's out. Well, if he comes close, I'm gonna E and try to rabble rouse his ass. What was that? It was over here and he was here. What? Sorry, man. Rabble roused your ass. What are these guys doing, by the way? You know, the sheer disrespect from these guys to just kind of like let me rabble rouse them. By the way, I learned about Gragas's lore, and it's simple, but it's cool. And one of the biggest things that I noticed is that Gragas, from the lore, and I don't know why they thought that that detail needs to be in there, but in the lore, word for word, it says that his limbs are pure muscle, meaning that me calling him the Fat is, I should have called him the Muscle, because apparently, even though you cannot tell it, yeah, right? You look at that belly and you think, oh, really? You know, I didn't know there are belly muscles. But yeah, from the lore, straight from the horse's mouth, it says that it is pure muscle. Can you play Red Ball for one match? It's such a good joke, I get it. It's because it's you who said to play Lock, right? Very cool. I'll give you 10 out of 10 for this. So just kind of being aware, being present. 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. And most people won't understand why this happened and why I'm saying this, but 10 out of 10, man. Sounds like the case of the lore coming from an unreliable narrator. What do you mean unreliable? Like the one that's lying to you about the story or something? It completely takes enemies by surprise, says Tuna. Yeah, of course. That's what's been happening here. The rabble rousing over their asses is absolutely, you know, has been happening. Okay. I'm not gonna endanger myself by going to the tower. Just gonna reach into the good old cookie jar. Find out some chocolate cookies are here, you know. Just take them. And let's see what that master... He's red buff? He doesn't have the red buff. Interestingly, he just gave it to me. Well, I am so incredibly fed now that I can even leave the ghouls like this. No, I'm not going there. Whoops. Okay, should have exhausted her, actually. Would have been able to... If I exhausted her and then used used the W, she would have died. Okay. Man, I can't click on him. I'm gonna lose the cannon. Minute 14, tower down. You know, just... It's a little bit not as good as I would have liked. Nami completely oblivious to the feed. I could end the game if they allow me to. Master Yi is quite far. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can do this. I'm just gonna die in int, and it's gonna just be sad. Cordial spike. You know? Just a sad cortisol spike. She's typing, isn't she? Okay, 5 people coming mid. Unfortunately, she just shoots the maiden. What the F is that? 9-2? Well, we are lucky to have such a mid laner this match, right? Because, well, if we didn't have such a mid laner where everything has been rabble-roused from the middle to the nexus, we would be having a problem with that 9-2 Kai'Sa, wouldn't we? I need to push this still. What you doing, boy? Hey! Nah. Wasted all my mana. And Gragas's lore is very simple. He's a good guy, of course, as anybody is in the lore, by the way. There's never been a bad guy in lore, I think. Maybe Vladimir, but they always give him a reason, you know? Okay, I'm gonna rabble-rouse his ass over here if he shows up. It's a bit dangerous to sit like this, but I think he knew. Let me sneak around the bush. Yeah. And he's a good guy who just wants to brew the perfect brew. And he used the permanent ice for it, like the true ice. And apparently it keeps the ale at a good temperature all the time, so that's his thing. I don't know if you're all tabbing to check, but there are some things going on today. What do you mean? I am checking the chat once in a while. You mean in the chat or in the VTuber thing, or United States of America having birthday, or what? Oh, visually? Okay. I'm not checking it, actually. I know that... Oh, it goes to 45 when I'm alt-tabbing. Or is it like... Because I did fix this problem, but now it might be back a little bit, you know? I was kind of assuming everything is fine because, you know, it's fine for me. Didn't need to use Ignite, but, you know, sometimes you press the button. Okay. Yeah, it was fine for me. And I had locked in... Okay. I'm gonna rabble rouse here. I had locked in the FPS, but this morning after the patch, I hadn't changed anything in my code and setup, but it started going like a little bit haywire. A little more than usual. Stream is clean on YouTube. Whoops. I wonder where does he go now? Here. Yes. Rabble roused his ass. I didn't even rabble rouse his ass, by the way. I just did one Q. Lethality Yorick for you guys. You know, if you're fed, you're fed. I guess you could easily say that, you know, if you're fed, you're fed. That's it. I don't know if I can do this. Let's see if Kaizo or anybody overextends. Nah, they're all running for that Trendemir. This game is, by the way, a classic example of if everything goes well in mid and you don't die too many times, because I died only once, right? And if you don't lose much experience, you can start getting all the extra farm from around the mid lane, and it's going to be really, really hard to stop that. Whoops, okay. No, don't do that. Oh, I thought that she's going to flash over or something. They have vision there, by the way. You know that because of the blackout not being available. This one doesn't have it. So I can sit here and try to rabble rouse somebody. But they must know. Right? It's going to be 5v1. There we go. Yeah. I should buy Collector and do a one-shot on Nami, for example, on or Master. Because it's possible to do a one-shot Q on them. If it's a crit. So he's in the top lane trolling. He doesn't even want to come get his camps because, well, Mr. Yorick is over here. Whoops, the Gromp. Okay. Is he getting it or not? He actually recalled. What? Oh, he sees me. He has vision. Does he really? What is going on here? Why don't I see whether or not he has vision? Okay. A bit confused there. He doesn't have enough, I think. You know what? Let me release Maiden. To kind of grab the wave. Oh, and he died. Man, actually. Did not think it through, actually, you know. The way I attacked him there. Is AP Yorick slow life? Yes. Yes. AP Yorick is slow life. On this stream I plan to play AP Yorick in top lane and this kind of Yorick in mid lane. Okay. Chat doing, guys. Well, the thing almost happened. The same thing that happened last stream, remember? Umbral makes it so much better. What did you... because I probably read it, I just don't remember what was it about. About the fact that it doesn't work sometimes, or what? Because now I know that nobody's here. Nobody sees me, right? I see this little thing going back and forth. Okay. See how now that I am in vision, it goes down? It goes, you know, not down, but it stops having the cooldown reset here. It is so annoying that it's so hard to see, but it's so important to see, you know? Why does your stream say Thursday? Today's Wednesday. Well, sometimes you live so fast, you go into the future. It's because of the score. I wonder what the FPS drops are about, because, yeah. I usually have a cool 60, but now there are these drops. These weird drops. I'm a little bit confused. What are we trying to do in this game? We probably need to get the Baron. Oh, oh, no, I'm hiding. I'm hiding. Where is Master going? He wants his Grump, but that's kind of not allowed in a match like this, you know? Shoot him. Shoot him, bro. Well. Don't really need to catch him, because Maiden is gonna push, but we'll see. I'll just check this and then go to Baron. Yeah. He might steal it, actually, you know, he could do a one last hurrah. Oh, the playstyles. Can you repeat maybe, or because I don't think I read that one. Man, that's so sad, because I pride myself of reading all the comments. I wonder what's going on in their team chat. Whoops. She knew it. She knew she has to flash. Whoopsie daisies. Sorry. I know you're pretty strong, you know, you have all the health and whatnot, but the shovel has been like... You know, Ornn has been here. Has changed the rules of everything. Okay. Okay. We need to end the game because they don't... There is a chance that they will come back, you know, if Annie does some kind of plays or Master does some kind of plays. There's a chance that they come back, so we really need to kind of like hit the Nexus, not the Vlad or Annie or anybody, you know. Boots first, by the way. I don't know why this worked out pretty great.
Smile
It shows you did like it though. Oh, then yeah. I just don't remember what it said. But yeah, there is these two playstyles are, I think they're valid. I think they're valid. Can I actually get this Annie skin? Was that anniversary Annie or what? What was it? Oh, the prom. I need to find it because I know that I have it. Annie. Yeah, I don't know where to look for it. Just would you play League Classic? Would I play Classic? I would say no. I would say no because I'm too old to learn new things or old things. Annie is way more terrifying than I ever imagined when viewed from that angle. Like here, she is, I think she's made after the image of the, not really the image, but like the vibe of The Shining. Yeah. That makes her a little less terrifying when you do a ragdoll test. Isn't that old Annie? Do you think it's the old one? Just hold on a second, guys. Tibbers crashed the app. I found a copy of old League server and I tried the old Yorick. He was a monster. Wasn't he a monster in the sense that he was weak? I think I remember seeing my brother play him and I felt like there was so much going on and I hated it. I've always been a person who likes clean things and minimalistic things, and Yorick is the absolute opposite of that. And yeah. Bum ba-dum, bum bum. Just 1 second. Tibbers is literally too big for the scene. Literally too big. Yeah. For it to render. Whoops, that's not the right thing I needed to show. That is the old game. The other game. Now it should work. Smash. Yes, finally. Are you rooting for anyone in the World Cup? No. Do not care. Wait, did you not play League before the reworked rune system? I did play League, but very, very little. Jungling with 0 runes. Oh, I remember that. It was so unfair, by the way, yeah. Yes, it was very, very unfair. His Q spawned a ghoul. So it wasn't like he was digging a grave, right? He just spawned it, and there were many types of ghouls, if I remember correctly. Target didn't need to die. Yeah, that's very interesting. That is kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. She has 2 animations for attack. Each skill was a different color ghoul. I too do not care about the World Cup. I didn't know they were playing in my city until media told me. You know, no offense. I just literally don't care. It's like 0 offense and 0 positivity in that. Nowadays the game is just held together by Mordekaiser's bugs. What do you mean? The reason I'm trying to get the Annie is because I did win the game against Annie, right? And I know for a fact that her skin has something, like maybe the hair or something that is a separate thing, right? And I know that you can split the hair, and I could use her hair as a hat, which is just, I thought it's going to be faster, so thank you for bearing with me. I thought it's going to happen faster. There she is finally. I'd care about soccer if it was easy to go play a game with people. Yeah, soccer is interesting in that sense, right? I wonder if I can get this tiara from her. What do you think would be the best asset to get just kind of steal and put on the head? Because this log hat, it doesn't make any sense, so let me turn it off. Tibbers as a hat. Okay. Steal Draven's hair. No. It has to be the champion that I just won against, right? So it doesn't make sense to steal anything else from her, from anybody. It already didn't make sense that I have a hat of Locke, even though I did not play against him. Bit of hyperbole, a joke. I think it's long since been fixed. A lot of the game's code used to be deeply intertwined with Marcus Kit. Yeah, I kind of thought that that's what you mean, but I was completely unaware that that was true. That was, you know, true. Like a berserker's bear skin. Wear Tibbers as a hat. That's too hard. I think it's either the tiara. I think I'll just take the tiara here. If I can split it. If I can actually even split it. Bam bam. Ba-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Tiber's head or tiara? Which way, modern man? I wonder if Annie is based on the Annie from the old... Oh, Tiber's ears. No, it's tiara. Tiara, I think, is better. I think tiara is better. Let's see if I can split it. What was the deal with the Tyler 1 playing Annie a lot? No new animations, by the way, on this skin. The same ones. By the way, I have a new mode to view animations with only keyframes. This is not lagging. It's like the slow motion that happens right now. It's blending between the frames. But in this new mode, you can actually see all of the frames that the artists actually did in here. So there is a little bit of kind of like satisfaction in these. And by the way, I've talked about this before, but look at this. As she jumps, the limbs stretch unnaturally. And that's just, you know, a choice by League of Legends, you know, artists, which is good, you know. I heard that they do it because all the things are too far away. So they are so far away that animations you can't even see, you know. Maybe, I don't know. Because I know that these skins, they do have... I know that they do, if we look at this little grid here, they must have a split island. And if it's a split island, then we can do it. But if it's not a split island, then it's really hard to do. I think it was because of LS saying she was a solid mid pick. Who is LS? Yo, Bat Lord. Welcome. Okay, I'll just queue up for the next match. While we are trying to extract the skins. Coach. It wasn't Nice. LS was a coach. He was also a StarCraft player. I loved StarCraft. You know what happened in StarCraft? What's interesting, okay, is that, for example, let's say this Annie was a unit in StarCraft. When you would kill this unit, in StarCraft 2, not in 1, when you would kill units, for example, the force would come... Okay, this sound doesn't need to be on the marker. When you would kill it from this side, for example, there was some kind of a, I don't know, hydralisk or something was shooting at her. What would happen is she would kind of, only after dying, she would ragdoll and she would just fly in that direction. And that was StarCraft 2, like 10 or 15 years ago, right? And I was thinking about this and I was thinking, why wouldn't Riot add this? And I usually don't speak in such blunt terms, but I think this will never ever happen for League, for two reasons. First of all, if the ragdolling would happen before death, it's completely unacceptable because League already suffers from those boxes, hitboxes, right? And if you add random ragdolling, it's gonna make the hitboxes insanely difficult. And if League didn't rely so heavily on hitboxes, it would make kind of sense, you know, to just have some sort of fun mode or something. But it's not gonna happen. And the second reason, I was thinking about ways they could add it, and I was thinking, okay, what if they added it just after death? Let's say Annie dies, and she becomes this ragdoll, right? It's fun, you know, it's funny. Why not? It's always fun to see physical things happen, right? But they will never do it because they have spent so much time animating death animations that they would invalidate all of that work. Which, you know, Heroes of the Storm ragdolls are fun. Oh, I don't know about that. What do they have ragdolls there for? Do they have them? On death. Oh. But if they added ragdolls for newer champions, they wouldn't have to animate the deaths, right? Because it's almost trivially easy. Because I have... So the way this works for me is I just press the D key, and whatever champion I have currently open, selected, it's going to do the ragdoll on it at that spot. Which means that if I can do it, you know, easily, anybody else could do it as well, you know. So like a singed throw killing someone end up looking hilarious. Heroes of the Storm. Oh, was that a real thing? Can I see it somewhere on YouTube? Can you send me a link to see how that looked? Like a singed kill. Because that sounds kind of awesome. It really does. They noticed that I have an instant ban. It's automated. They don't even know it's automated, by the way. Yeah, that's awesome. Smash. Very nice, very nice. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. Hey, what happened with the face? Why is it so weird? Just kind of looks thinner? What the F is going on there? You know what that is? It's when... I'll give you the answer in a moment. Hello, Horin. Kind of weird to say that, but no offense. What was Heroes of the Storm main gameplay? Smash. Okay, I'll have to check your video after the... Who is mid? Ooh, it's this guy. There's no way I can play without boots against him. In my opinion. MOBA focus on fighting the objectives. Have you ever tried using local models? Currently using Quen and Hermes. It's doing pretty well. It would be impossible for me to do that on stream because, well, they would lag my graphics card pretty heavily, and you know, we do not like lag on this channel. Now, based on what this guy is gonna do, it's gonna be either horrific or very, very easy. So hopefully it can be easy, because it could be absolutely horrific. Please, one more. Oh no. Yeah, he's pushing it in. He is pushing it in. We do not like this guy here on this channel. Okay. I need that level 2 first. What are you doing? Okay. It was a horrific start, by the way, but they ended up just sneaking in that damage anyway. Okay. So now it's not as bad as it was. And last time against Annie, I didn't even get to do this, because of the early shenanigans that happened. I think that she could just run out of the bushes here, so I have to be really careful. Oh, there she is. This is a classic deep ward diff. Not yet a deep ward diff, by the way. Whoops, man. Missed it. Similar to League with a bit more complexity. Yeah, but League has a very specific, like, this thing where you just go by lanes. But, I think that's the most recognizable thing about League, isn't it? Okay. I don't know why, it just feels way easier playing against mages with boots. I don't know what that is. You kind of, I tend to kind of think sometimes that, oh, whoops. I tend to think sometimes that you need damage. You can't have boots, you need damage. But, I don't know, Whoops. And, oh, the F was that? What was that slow, very, very slow nibble from that ghoul there? Did you see that? Did you see that, guys? Can somebody slow motion that and send it to the tax office in the United States? Just because they need to tax that income, I don't know. They just need to tax that income. It's undeclared right now. Okay. Completely undeclared. Classic Dota layout. What you doing? Rabble roast his ass a bit, but that's just kind of roughened it up. He's typing. But all of this is because he missed his little fear. It's not like it's unacceptable for these guys to miss their CC abilities, but they very often do miss them. Okay. Almost. Okay, I can't access the cookie jar for now, but hopefully soon. I think if I get one more plate, I will have enough for the boots, but I can't have enough for the boots. I can't use the boots if I'm not back in time to use the boots, you know what I mean? But now, I think it's okay. This really is looking like the Annie situation all over again. way. Unlucky. A bit unlucky. Okay, there he's coming, boys. Man, did I save this guy just now? By that E? I feel like I saved him. What is he doing? Oh, he wants to shoot the R, right? He has a horribly frozen lane, that's why he's here. Doesn't he have? Oh no, he doesn't. Well, I kind of assumed. I assumed his gender for a second there. If this build ends up being something, I will be really happy because it would mean it's lethality farmer. Don't come too close like this. While this is happening, by the way, pay attention as we trade. Pay attention to my health bar, because the ghouls nibble him, and even if he hits something, my health is coming back and his health is just going down. So there's Yorick really is such a counter to mages if he doesn't just straight up get smashed by some kind of magus or something. Magus. Whoops. Well, we both missed. And keep like an open mind to what is happening here. So let's say we both hit each other. I hit E and he hits me with whatever, right? We lose health. Okay, fine, a trade. And as I said, he loses health. I don't because I heal it back. So his best scenario, he's still losing very big. And in the case where, let's say I miss everything, I still push the lane. So it's really, really, really hard for him to do anything in a situation like this where he's behind already. He just simply needs to wait for ganks and that's it. I think Riven is coming here. So I gotta be a bit careful. Maybe she's doing the thing. Don't do that, man. Please. Quite strong. Do they have global ults? No, they do not. I'm sometimes afraid of these global ults. Yo mama is a global ult when she sits down. Boom. Am I right? Sorry. Whenever you want to offend a Russian person, just say a yo mama joke. Because they are extremely offended at them. It is very, very, very rude to insult a Russian's mom. I wouldn't actually say it is rude to do that, but they take great offense to that. That's how I should put it. Yes, I opened my own cookie jar, getting high on my own supply, but I do have the ability to do that. Better to insult a Russian's mom than their vodka. says striking crayon. Will I open both cookie jars? Is that really possible? Look at this farming that's going on. And I'm already in the farm club. I really wish that Yorick became this. The thing is, Riot would not allow it. If people actually started playing this... Oops. Riot would not allow it. Oh man, that's actually kind of close for how far behind he is. Right? So I better... I can't embarrass myself like that. Let's take that healing here. Boom, 91. If he hits me now and I survive, it's a plant diff. There we go. Such a plant diff. Did you see this? Did you see this, my friends? Wow. Okay. 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 Not a plant diff, but that was a... What is that even? I have no idea what that is. What's going on in the top lane? Can someone tell me? Very often I forget that I have to queue buildings because it heals you when you queue buildings. Twitch stream lags on full screen. Maybe it's my fault. I'll have to redo the checks. Okay. Gotta go back at some point finally. Poor Urgot. Is it second game in a row where this champion is fed? Yes, it is. It's almost exactly the same. It's 8-2. Wasn't last game 9-2? What is going on? I do not like these champions that everybody plays and they keep being overpowered, you know? And I say overpowered not because I think it's overpowered, but it must be overpowered if everyone's playing all the time then. If she gets... Whoops! Yeah, he's gonna do it from afar. Yeah, he's doing it from afar. Ah, that's not great. Because if I start dying now, that 9-2... So, last game, it was exactly the same, right? But I was more fed than I'm now. So... I gotta be really careful because I won't be able to deal with this 9-2. But oh, it's not 9-2 because she got the kill. Whew. So it's not the same thing yet. So it's not the same thing yet. Should I do the 9-2 for her? Is it such a good story arc that I should int for it? Do you think? Let's check if that's there. Oh, they killed it. You know how I know? Because this didn't connect and you have this little buff here if it connects. But I still need to see because they could be... Okay. They could be trying to ambush me. Like the Bushmen that they are. Who are the Bushmen? Is that like a tribe or is that something different? For the longest time, like when I was like, I don't know, until 18 or 16, I thought that the word aboriginal isn't a real word, if I'm pronouncing it right. I thought it's not a real word because... Okay. Had to take it. Because people have been using it exclusively as an insult in my life. And only later I understood, oh, that's the word of the tribe. That's the name of the tribe. Whoops. Almost. Oops, there we go. Got it. Oh, gotta be careful, I will die there. Melio took it for some reason. Well, it's all good, I guess. How is he typing and playing? What do you mean typing and playing? I'm not typing. Whoops. Nah, I have to go. Let's see if I can use the Ghost Blade on her. Once she uses her abilities, then I go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and now she's a little bit of... there we go. Actually lagged quite a lot when I... Okay. That's a champion, isn't it? That's a champion. Whoops. No, we can't do it. Oh, what? Yeah. Do we need... You know what we need? We need this guy. We do have a lot of objectives, though, so if my team doesn't lose mental, we can win. Anderson rather than Bushman. Really? Also, you have the same last name as me? I need to use this to get the cannon. That's how this is a farming item. Okay. Very careful now. Need to get these for healing. Thank you for leaving them, Mr. Urgot. The CS thing, it's not a Twitch account. It is a literal... So there's a, for lack of a better word, a watcher bot that listens for these commands. And whenever somebody types rank, he looks at the actual game that's open right now, and he looks at the CS. And he just writes it in the chat, but he doesn't you do it in the Twitch chat. You will notice that it's not in the Twitch chat. It's only in the actual visual chat, you know? Like the visual that you see on your screen. Oh my god. Rabble roused harass. Wasn't ready to do it, but sometimes, you know what it is? Sometimes a farmer, he farms, and then somebody jumps from bushes, right? And you think, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you just have to turn around, press a couple of buttons and do it, you know? And just close your eyes. Don't look at the rest of the game. It doesn't matter to you. Most of the time. Oh, so it does do the Twitch thing. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. Everything else I said is true, it's just that somehow it even hooks into the Twitch chat as well. Okay. Can I do the rabble rousing again here? Let me block this just in case they're not doing Baron. Yes, I can do the... She's not ready for the rabble rouse. Man, she just keeps... Whoops. That's a champion. That's a champion for you guys. I don't know how I escaped this now. Yeah, I have to kill the tower, I think, and then maybe I'll escape it. Whoops. Unlucky. It's not a bot account, but it's apparently using the normal account, yeah. It's not using the bot account. Usually people do it by registering a bot account, but you can do that even without the bot account. Wow, did you see that? Did he hear her? Hit her? Urgot is pretty strong, even though he keeps just being unlucky with the ints, but he's pretty strong. I like it. I like it. I think now we are nearing the stage in the game where the enemy team is so far ahead, especially the bot laner, that I basically need to think about them not ending the game, and that's it. That's the only thing I can think about. Which means that I have to constantly, and I really pray, and you guys should pray that I remember to do this. I should constantly look at the map and think, okay, where can they end from? Can they end from top? No. Can they end from mid? Theoretically, yes, but they're not going to do it now. And I have to keep constantly looking at it and just keep running and cutting those lanes off. You know how they have in a war they have those like those convoys of things just rolling in, right? And it's the same thing. You just cut it off and then they can't end. They cannot push any longer. Like right now, this is cut off. This is not cut off, but this is pushed, so I can leave. Now I have to, okay, this is a good example. If they win this, I have to cut off the next wave. Otherwise, they can just win the game outright if they have a good team fight there. But now, I do a little bit of this skip it a pop, and we don't have to care about this anymore. Oh my lord. Is that slowing me, even? Can Maiden actually get that wave? Let's see. I released her in hopes that she's going to cut it off again. Look at this, look at this. She's cutting it off again. Absolutely beautiful Yorick macro happening over there. It's actually not macro in this case. It's just, it's more like farming, actually. But look at this, look at this. Kind of insane. Oh, interesting. They, for some reason, they just won the fight. Oh my, what the F? Is that because they didn't have a wave? It's highly unlikely, but what if it is because they didn't have a wave? They jumping. The boys be jumping. The boys were back in town there for a second. Why is Maiden not moving? Because she's fighting the wave. You know what? I'm gonna leave these ghouls here. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. Okay, he flashed away. Oh, they took it. There we go. He thinks I don't know he's coming, but I'm throwing that E. Okay. Man, there are lag spikes whenever something happens, like whenever, for example, I don't know, something jumps. Do I need to lower this thing? I know I didn't press enter, but I was afraid to press it because sometimes it lags my computer a bit. A Yorick does two things well. He farms the crops and sows confusion. Did I say that word right? Sows confusion? Why is he hitting it? Man, almost died. Very, very, very important. Would have been very cool if she died there. How did they know I'm there, by the way? Your CPU's too cold. I think CPU isn't the thing that usually smacks. How many shields does this team have? 1.8k for nothing. I don't remember actually hitting anything with it. You like football? I used to like it because when I was a kid, obviously we played outside, and you know, football was the thing to do. But as a sport, not really. Just, you know, just no real interest in it. Man, they're gonna get the Baron again because of some skirmishes in the mid that we can. Ooh, there she is. There she is, and he's out. Should have actually fought because she thought she can win, but she couldn't. Oh man, everybody's dead. Do they actually? This is the moment, by the way, I have to cut this off. Although they could have enough. Oh my, do they have enough? Oh god, they have a cannon minion.
6 gifted a sub to Jericho 174. 6 gifted a sub to.
Yeah.
6 gifted a sub to E11Y.
I can't recall because
6
of the...
gifted a sub to Eisenmandel 32. 6 gifted a sub to Franjoho.
Are the ghouls jumping even? Thank you for the donations. For the sub donations. A very unlucky ending because they only needed one wave, right? One wave. I'm kind of liking the new text, that the sub gift text. It's kind of like the sparkles. I thought that the sparkles are going to look bad, but they look kind of good. So 6, thank you for it, and I hope you appreciate the sparkles. It was like she did the place. Yeah, she did the place. She didn't have her wave, right? So that's why she didn't push. I think it checks out. It makes sense. I'm in awe of the sparkles. Well, you better be. You better be. You better be in awe. Because those sparkles cost a little bit of CPU. A little bit of CPU each time they happen. We could have easily won the game, by the way, if it wasn't so unlucky in the ending. In the end. Yeah, she took the wave and it didn't matter. You know, maybe it would have mattered. Let's say the wave would be here now. Nah, it wouldn't have mattered. It was just a farmed wave. A very unlucky ending. Actually, let's review this a bit and think. I'm not gonna flame my team for losing this fight here, because this is 3 versus 4, and you know, whatever. This is gonna happen. If you're gonna try to fight League of Legends community for doing these fights, you're just gonna be mad all the time. So just take this as it's just a roll, random roll. Either they do it or they don't. But the thing is, the problem, like the big problem that I spoke about before, is that here's the wave, right? Look at the state of the match right now. This is pushing, this one even has an open inhibitor. We have this guy. Can you imagine that this wave is going to be enough for them to end the game? It's kind of hard to imagine that, but it is. But it is. So what I said about cutting off the wave is even more important. Man, you know what I should have done? I just didn't realize it back here. I didn't realize that I have to run here and I have to try to sneakily take the cannon away. Because imagine if I do that. Imagine how good that would be. Yeah, I should have definitely done that, and we could have played the game a little bit longer. Actually, kind of cool to review games like this and think about what kind of waves I could have taken, you know? Well, it is what it is. Also, if this guy wasn't there, it could have been a little bit longer, but you know. Taking the cannon would have taken the window that their cells. Yeah. Exactly. So congratulations to all the subscribers. What I can tell you is that all the subscribers, if you use an emoji that is free of any text, hey, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. Try it again. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And it's flying out from that emote area that you can see there. Right? So now during the game, if I understand everything correctly, during the game, it's gonna fly across the screen. Like this. Maybe it's gonna be too much, and maybe, you know, maybe this is too much. But you know what I'm wondering about? Why is it getting sandwiched? Is it getting sandwiched between camera and plane? Yes. Because previously it was using the camera for it. But now it is using the... Can you do more, please? The thing is, for some reason, there's some sort of a wind pushing them into the screen. Which is, man, well, you know, since people who are using them are subscribers, I'm gonna allow you to F up the screen if you wish. But some of the emojis I see are not working. Oh, you're not a subscriber, that's why it's not working. Yeah, this is gated, okay? This is a gated feature because, you know, if everybody started spamming this, I think I wouldn't have any screen real estate left, you know? You can't really tell even if it's, Can you try more? I'm gonna move this like this so that it kind of makes more sense. Or is it not gonna make any sense now? It could be behind now. Oh, it's actually pretty okay. Maybe a little bit higher? Oh, I was assigned support. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna play the support. We're gonna have to play the support role here. I think we can rabble rouse Nautilus if he comes in the bush. I think we can do it. I just have to exhaust the other guy. Okay. Man, Smolder, who are you shooting here? Who are you shooting here, mister? This... Did he really need to flash on that Nautilus there? This is perfect, by the way. Rabble roused his ass. Well, not worth. Okay. Interesting. I discovered something. Even though he died, it's quite cool that we actually would have won that, right? We would have won that if he didn't troll it. Just shoot, just 2 auto attacks on Misfortune. That's it. Just 2, no more. Maybe even 1, right? Oh, I can't do this because he wants to farm, right? Oh no. I can't do this because he wants to farm. Now I have to be very careful about what I last hit and what I don't. Do I need to be careful of the hooks, by the way? I think I do. Okay. Okay. A little bit of a prob. A little tiny bit of a prob here. Did do the freeze, by the way, so worth. Not exactly sure what to do with the boots here. Really, okay. A river Yorick. Yeah, this is a river Yorick a little bit. A little bit. Whoops. Okay. Let's level up that wall. Just real quick. Real quick. Smolder, please do your things. Well, that was probably a little bit of my bad, though. Probably a little bit of a my bad, though, there. This bot lane is not doing well, I must say. This bot lane is really not doing well. Okay. This ghoul is actually going to help it push, which is a little bit sad, but, you know, it's kind of okay. Ba-bum, ba-dum. I'll take 1, 2, and then I go. Because I think that the way this works is I can do this in mid, and in mid it's a little bit better because he doesn't lose his stacks and stuff. Oh, unfortunately, I left it frozen. Nah, she's not gonna attack. Maybe she does attack and then I go, but if she doesn't, then there's no place for me to be there. There's no reason for me to be there. Whoops, now there's a reason for me to be there. Okay. I wonder if it's better for me to get something like a black cleaver or something. That's funny. I think I have to get black cleaver, I think. Just out of interest, you have the newborn in the background. Yes, she's behind 2 doors. And, you know, she does a little bit of that crying. So, once in a while, nothing you can do about it. It's just communication. Since Shake... Oh, what are you doing, man? Nautilus trolling a bit. I hope he's trolling. She's not level 6 yet, so... She's not level 6 yet, so... Whoops, there's Shaco. She's eating the things that were mine. Okay. Rabble roused her ass just a little bit. Okay. Oh man, please. Yes. That's how we can make a comeback in this game. Not in this game, but in this, yeah, in this game, I think. Because if I do a good job on support, I won't lose LP. And if I win, well, we know what will happen then, right? Got a dip. Well, bounce, my friend, bounce. Whoops, what is Shaco doing? 2 of Shacos. Where's the other one? Okay, there he is. Did he get it, by the way? It's kind of disrespectful, isn't it? Whoops, this is on the wrong key. Oops. Master Yi needs some help here. Got a dip. Got a dip real quick. They take it out finally. I don't care, I'll buy more. It gives me vision score, I think, if I do that. How many items do supports you normally get in a normal game excluding the support item? I don't know, 3? Maybe 3. Rabble roused that ward's ass. They thought I can be stopped, but no. Sorry, man, Rabble roused your ass with that wall. I'm just 2 steps ahead of them, I'm sorry. Yorick support is a... Whoops. Is a real thing. Okay. Okay. That's a flash, I'll take it. I'll take that flash. Can I get some money for this, please? Thank you. Getting those bucks. How many wards I'm getting? This does increase my vision score, right? When I'm doing this. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Sorry. I know he's mad that this happened, but you know, sometimes the life is like that. You know, sometimes it do be. What are they doing? You know, I'm really not used to this type of a situation being really bad, because she, yeah, it's worse for them when this happens. I'm kind of used to thinking, nah, it doesn't matter, I'll get one and it's all good. But it's not all good. It is not all good at all. Congrats, happy to hear. Only intern persona, but you're probably a good father. I think I am. Because I actually, although I don't know. Well, you know, in Eastern Europe, by the way, being a good father is just being at all. Being at all. Okay. Can't really go there because I'll become a liability once I do. I have to recall again, I think. Let me... Oops, there he goes. Nah, there he is. I need to ward everything. I need to basically ward everything. I don't know if he's gonna choose to do so. Why is he placing it there? Did he jump over the wall here? No, there he is. Please tell me he's coming here. Nah, he's going... Oops! Okay. Scion actually rabble-roused the bottom. Somehow, for some reason. If father is good, true. Yeah, exactly. The F was this. Exactly that. Okay. That's such a good gank. Such a good gank. Oh. Smash him. So he commits. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because if he doesn't commit, we can't get him, you know? Okay. Oh, there he is. There he is. Careful, Mr. Dark Gods. Rabble rousing this guy's ass again. Double ignite. Very unlucky that he survived like that. Excusez-moi? Was that the ghoul chase that I saw on the map there, or what? She thinks she's playing against a support in mid lane, but this is a full-blown mage. But she is much higher level than I am, so... Oh no, what is going on here? Okay. What else could I get? Landry's Torment? What? I think Bandle Pipes are in order. We need Bandle Pipes for everybody. The F is going on there? Master? Let's play the game here. If he commits at some point, I'll use exhaust. This might be the real one, so I think we have to try. We can't really try it because... Is he really that far away? Whoops, didn't take it. Gotta find this guy. He can't get away anymore. He did it for the crab, respect, but still, you know. Did he really have to do it? I like this support game, by the way. It just kind of gives you freedom. It kind of gives you freedom to do whatever you want. I probably should queue mid and support. Support as a secondary. But, you know, I like top, I like mid. The only thing I'd really dislike is the jungle. Poor master. Just meditating for his life there. And just not doing it. Bum ba dum. Bum 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 bum. By the way, this is the final game of today's stream, so. What you doing, bro? I'll take that 25 plus whatever this is here. Oh, he's actually gonna take the maiden for that. Well, that's not great. This Nautilus is really living kinda, you know. Ooh, sometimes I forget that I can run out of health. How is Yorick ADC? I don't know. Oh, I don't like it. Whoops. Sorry about this. Trolled it a bit. Forgot that they can have that. So, I'll just get Leandries now. Because Leandries is really... Actually, do I even get Leandries? Unfortunately, Smolder also has the Black Cleaver, so I kind of effed up on that front. Effed it up a bit on that front. Remember Sweeper. Yeah, I should have gotten Sweeper next time. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Oh, Smolder. What are you doing, Smolder? What are you doing, bro? Oh, brother. Smolder, do some damage. Do your rotations in there. Oh, I'm giving you the bandle pipes. I'm giving you the bandle pipes. Look at the value on that bandle pipes action. Oh no, I'm dead. But I did some job here. A little bit of a job. Not the best, actually. What else can I get for the team? What other good things can we do? Maybe this? Ah, could have taken it. Let's go get that ergot. We only need 2. Don't do it, ergot. Gonna catch you. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 okay. I wasn't expecting any of that, but it's all good. It's all good. Knight's Vow. Yeah, but if the pledge was less of a cooldown, I could just run around the map and just pledge it all the time on different champions, but you kind of get the pledge, and I feel like you have to stay, right? Because of the pledge. Oh, he hit Shaco there. That's funny. I keep forgetting the sweeper. It's just not a habit. The habit does not exist. I actually know what I have to do. I'm using exhaust just for the slow. You know, a bit sad. Just a bit sad. Yes, 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 I remember now. Interesting. How fast is he at taking this? Pretty slow. But probably fast enough. Don't be doing this, guys. Well. Okie dokie. They're finally taking her. Finally. It's finally happening. What is going on there? This Scion, for some reason, is just really strong. Okay, we got him. We got him, boy. Oopsie daisies, okay. Wow, did you see what happened? She shot the board instead of me. So, if that's not crazy, I don't know what is. I haven't seen so much team fighting happen since, I don't know, some kind of a football club fought another football club after losing or winning. Smolder should farm on that thing. Oh no, I'm inting. No. Does this amplification that it says here, does this count on your teammates? Is it counted? If you want to see rank, you have to use exclamation point. Don't do that. There we go. I think Scion really likes the fact that, whoops. Well, worth. But I think Scion really likes the fact that there's Black Cleaver, because Scions never ever use Black Cleaver. Oh, by the way, he's really fed, so I should remember that. Very interesting. What? It's a crit Scion. The F? The F is that? Yeah. Now I look like Oliver Tree with the wider command that you used. What rank did I peak at? Something like 11, I think. Might have been 11. The F is going on here? This Shaco has a lot of boxes, I gotta say. A lot of boxes he's doing. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Smolder is gonna get all the kills. And he's gonna be so fed after that that we just, you know, win the game and it's double LP for me. Opinion Slog Dog. Do you think he's one of the best? He quit League though. Yeah, I like Slog Dog a lot. Very funny streams and very funny. I don't know what Slog Dog been up to, but now, but yeah, before I really liked it. Not sure about the skill. Yeah, he's challenger, right? He was challenger. So if you speak about Slogdog in the past, can you use he? It makes sense, right? Because in the past you remember as he. Doesn't it make sense? Because that's the way your brain remembers him. I need to start that action. I need to start the warding process. Or the smashing process there, here. Okay. How many wards have I placed? I usually place all. So we don't have the smolder. You know what? Let me do a classic Yorick thing and just push. Because if a support is pushing, it can be actually worth, you know. There he is. Knew it. They're giving it up for some reason. I'll take it. I'll take it, guys. I don't know what you're doing. No, don't do this, please. Well, if Scion is such a genius, then obviously we can. I just didn't know he's a genius, which he is. The genius of Scion doing this is the fact that if he dies, it doesn't matter. You know? I must get double LP, because I did pretty well. I did a lot of wards. So I did a lot of wards. Only 20? What? Guy, is that because I died a lot? Is that because I died a lot? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Thanks for watching today's stream, my friends. I actually want to see if there's the Annie. If Annie's actually okay. Where do we have the hats? What is this? What is this? That is not any hat that I recognize, so the F is that? That's definitely not the Annie hat. Well, didn't get the hat. Itty what itty. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow, guys. Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Later. Later, skaters.